I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Tariq Cohen, the ball.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
To the ground on first, it's Geis. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
6 man. Check cross, check cross, check ready. 59. Mike is 59. Mike is ready. And they'll
try the air now with Darnold. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Backside. 2 by 2, 2, lady. Check, 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 check. Check, check, lady. Check 15, check 15. Red, lady.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Geis. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 at the 14-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Hey, gun. Check it out, read. 1, Omaha. 13.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Quarter with no score.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
11. 6. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Get that quarterback. Say.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go. Watch the run. Hey. 50 to Mike. 65.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
I'm on. 56, the mark, boys. 56. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Geis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down
a 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Darnold on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. The screen pass here to Cohen. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold going deep for Diggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Patriots nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Garoppolo. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Go. 65. Exit. 51 to
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. This is caught inside the 15. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now Garoppolo lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
1-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for Buffalo.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down, Johnson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
11.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Watch the slant. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Who that? Shoot. 12.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
19-yard line.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
51 the mark, boy. 51. Let's go, D. Gonna be a long day.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Third and long, it's Darnold going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Patriots take over
at their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. This one caught by Ridley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Price. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And Oliver.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots 3.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Here we go. 50-50. Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Screenplay. Johnson. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
21. Check 4. 12.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
5-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Me and you all day. I'm coming. 12, fellas, here we go. Coming after you. Kill. Switch. Check 31.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
50's the mic. 1, Omaha. Rush in. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On 1st down, this is Geis. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. This is Geis. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This one from 35 yards away.
A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
21. 11. Go ahead.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
51 to Mike. 51. Lock. He's coming. We got double up.
Garoppolo now. He shakes him off. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike 50. It's our time, guys. 21. Here we go. Slam.
Now Garoppolo. Got to have this one. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 22.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buffalo, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk